Why did the Sunset Strip hair metal scene fade away? Imagine a place where the loudest guitars, wildest parties, and brightest neon lights defined a decade. That's what the Sunset Strip was all about during the 1980s. Bands like Motley Crue, Poison, Guns N' Roses, and Rat ruled the clubs, radio, and MTV. The scene was full of energy, big hair, flashy clothes, and an attitude of living fast. But by the early 1990s, that scene started to disappear. So, what caused the sunset of the hair metal era on the Sunset Strip? First, the music itself changed. In the late 1980s, hair metal was everywhere. Its catchy hooks, big choruses, and shiny production made it popular. But then a new sound emerged. Grunge music with bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and Soundgarden brought a raw, stripped-down style. It was less about big hair and more about feeling real. Fans began to shift their attention from the flashy excess of hair metal to the more serious and gritty sound of grunge. Second, the lifestyle that fueled the scene started to catch up with the people involved. The wild parties, drug use, and reckless behavior were part of the scene's identity. Many bands and fans lived fast and paid the price. Stories of overdoses, broken relationships, and health issues became common. As the 1980s ended, the costs of that lifestyle became impossible to ignore. The carefree, party atmosphere started to feel empty and dangerous. Third, the clubs and venues that made the Sunset Strip famous began to change. Places like the Whiskey A Go-Go, the Roxy, and Gazzaries were packed with fans and bands. But as musical tastes shifted, so did the crowds. Some clubs closed, others changed their focus. The sense of community that once thrived on the Strip started to fade. The scene that once defined an era was losing its grip. Finally, the music industry itself shifted gears. Record labels looked for new sounds and new stars. Hair metal bands found it harder to get signed or get radio play. MTV, which had played their videos nonstop, started to feature grunge and alternative bands instead. The spotlight moved away from the Sunset Strip. Bands that once ruled the scene struggled to stay relevant. All these factors combined to bring the era of hair metal to an end. It was a time of big dreams, loud music, and unforgettable nights. Though the scene faded, its spirit still lives on in the memories of those who experienced it and in the music that continues to evoke that energetic, rebellious vibe.